What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I am doing good. After a nice weekend getaway, I went somewhere I had not been before, which was the Turks and Caicos Islands down in the Caribbean, and had a wonderful time down there. Wonderful time. Definitely looking forward to getting back down there. I will say that is one of the more expensive islands in the Caribbean, and they claim it to have the world's best beaches. I guess it was ranked #1. I will say that it is beautiful. Water down there is beautiful. And for me, I always like to go somewhere and learn something. And I did a buggy tour where you kind of ride one of the little 3-wheel mopeds around the island. They say that you get to see 85% of the island. I'm not sure if we actually saw that much, but during the tour, learned on one side, the guy was like, look to the right and you will see the Atlantic Ocean, or he might have said look to the left. He said look one way or the other. But then he said, now look to the left. And I'm expecting to hear him say something like the intercoastal, because that's what they say here in Florida. You got the ocean on one side, you got the intercoastal on the other side. But you had the Atlantic Ocean, and then you had the Caribbean Sea. And I was like, that do make sense, because we're in an island. Why would we have an intercoastal? But that Caribbean sea water was amazing. Like, just the color of it was just amazing. But the tour itself that I did, amazing as well. Got to see quite a bit of the island. Took us by a slave plantation that was there on the island, cotton plantation. Mosquitoes are wicked, so if you do go, make sure that you bring some bug repellent. They don't like my blood too much, so I didn't put no repellent on, and I didn't really get bit up. But the people that were on that tour was getting lit up. And really, I just kept moving. I kind of learned that just as long as you keep moving, they really won't land on you. So, but did that. It included a lunch with it. The lunch was amazing. Highly recommend the place that we went to, which was called the Conch Shack, DA Conch Shack. Good food, good vibes. It sits right on the water as well. And then the tour itself was good. It's called Island Tours, I believe, run by a husband and wife, and was very good, very well put together. But that's not why y'all came over here to check me out today. Let's go ahead. Let's jump on into the trade performance. We'll look and see what we did today. We're reviewing trades for December 4th, Monday. And December is moving right on in. We got up out of November and we right on into December. Today, I traded one account. I'm not sure if any of y'all out there trade Topstep, but Topstep was offering free resets if you disqualified or blew up an account, which I had done. So they were offering free resets on Friday, limited time. They call it a fire drill. So I was able to jump in and get me a free reset. Main reason I found out about it is because they were talking about it in the Discord. And they were actually talking about it in the Discord when I was traveling, but I still was listening in. So that's one of the good things about being like in a trading community, in a group. They pass along good information. It's always good to be right there when they passing it along. So Vega had mentioned it during the Discord. He sent me the link. I was able to go ahead and get me a free reset. So what I said this week is I'm going to trade nothing but that Topstep account, and I'm going to try to see if I can't get that one qualified. So today, decent trades. Started off a little rough around the edges. Took some trades that weren't really good, and I took them at a time that I said I'm not going to be trading anymore. So I have to work on that. I got to work on that discipline. But as far as the numbers today, going long, we made $818.50. We gave back $424 of that for a net of $394. Going short, we made $528. We gave back $65 for a net of $463. That gave us on the day a total of $857 net. Pretty doggone good. That was on 39 trades. Nah, we didn't take 39, but percent profit percent was 71%, so pretty good there. Let's go down to average winning trade. Average winning trade was $48.09. Average loser was $44.50. So we were trading at about a 1-to-1, showing 1.8. I can dig it. Largest winning trade, 150. Largest losing trade, $230. Had not had that loser, this would have been an actual good day. You got to make $3,000 with this Topstep account, and banging out $1,000 days. That's 3 days, but we don't have to get it all done in 3 days. Instead of, and actually, let's do this real quick. Let's pop up the trades. I'm gonna show you what I mean when I said it wasn't a good start to the morning. So I started trading at like 4 o'clock this morning, y'all. 4 o'clock this morning, and look at this. I'm up $35, and then I go down big, 305. I make back some of that around that 5 o'clock time. I get back green around 5:20. I'm green, $205, about an hour to make that back. And then 9:30, I come back to the desk, and we rock and roll. We literally rock and roll. We don't go back red after that. We take a little small red hit here, a little small red trade there. Couple of little small red trades coming down through here around 3 o'clock at market close. And we finished the day out $857. Solid day, solid day. Let's go ahead. Instead of bringing up the charts, I am going to bring up the live streams that I did this morning. It's going to be in 2 videos because, like I said, OBS was kind of messing up early on. So let's go ahead. Let's look at the first section of trades. This is that 4 o'clock time frame. I'm gonna speed the video up here a little bit, see if it's gonna allow me to do that, so we're not sitting trying to watch it in real time. But let's take a look at it. We see the 15 is red. We see that the 5 minute is green, 2 minutes red, 200 tick chart is red, and I'm going long right here. And going long when these 2 charts are red, that's not very smart. If you come down and look, I'm trying to basically take this for a VWAP hold. No confirmation that it's going to do it, so why am I doing it? This is what I talk about where I say, for one, I shouldn't be in a trade at this time, 418. And 2, if these are green, or if these are red, why am I trying to buck the trend? Even with the 5 minute being green, we are below all of the moving averages. We are below VWAP. So look, you see I'm down 145. I'm down 200 on this trade right now. And yeah, just not a good trade. But got my stop in place. If I get stopped out down there, this is going to be a solid loss. I'm in 3. I want to say, yeah, I'm in 3 positions right here. But you see I got levels marked on the chart. You see that it's kind of holding. It's holding that level right there. And then my stop is below this next level right here. Let's kind of see if we can't speed it up a little bit more. A lot of times, if I speed this up too fast, it'll kind of glitch and go back to 1. But notice we back flat. It held this level. So we good. Look at that, y'all. We up $200 on that spike. I'm going to pause it. I move. So instead of just like getting out or taking this and moving it down, my thought was I'm going to just hit the sell ask. Sell on the ask. And look where it puts me at, way up here. So it did sell 1 up there. It sold 1. And let's watch this thing. So I'm out 1 contract. It gets out of, or okay, that's what it was. I tried to sell 2 right there and hold 1. Let's get it back playing again. So it gets me out of 1, flushes down, and now I just move my stop up and I get out the full position, and this is what I was talking about when I was saying that OBS was kind of messing up. It gets me out, and you see I only made $35 on the entire trade. Just not firing on all cylinders. So that was the first trade. So down 35, and somehow OBS had like some hotkeys in the system for me that whenever I was clicking certain buttons, it would take me back to that blank screen. But let's go ahead. Let's see if we can find that last trade that just smacked us. Okay. So again, 5 minute green, 15 red, 2 minutes red, 200 is red. We're going long again. Let's pause this one quick second. Looking at this chart, there is no reason to go long. 5 minute, we are well below VWAP with nothing showing that this is going to go higher. If anything, the 5 minute is about to roll over and turn red. But for some reason at 4:30 in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I had a long bias and it was almost to the detriment of me trading today. Almost. But let's go ahead. Let's start it back up. Pretty much the same entries as before. Almost spot on. Look at that. That is almost spot on. We averaging down for it to hold this level. It bounces. Look at that. We were just green, right? Just got barely green. So now if you look though, look where I've taken my target to. So risk to reward. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see what the actual risk to reward was right then? That's the reward. The risk is like 2 times what the reward was. And that's right. I'm not just moving that there because I know that the most that this is going to go high is up at most to the slow moving average, because we see that's what it did right there. So I'm buying at the top of the slow moving average in a downtrend. I should be going short right there. And I could put my stop way up here somewhere because it never did go up there. But I went long. Average down into a losing position, trying to think that it's going to hold this level. The one smart thing that I will say that I did right there is that I did not move my stop. My stop was my stop. I let it stop me out. Let's take that loss and let's keep it pushing. And that's what we did. And after that, you saw that it kind of glitched over and it kept that screen on. It switches over to my blank screen and it just stays there. And then I end this video. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of there. Then I'm going to go to the full video that pretty much recorded the rest of the morning. And here you're going to see it kind of missed those trades where I say that I did get back green. Let's go ahead, start that one. Still 520. This is where I pretty much just shut it down because I'm up 205. I won't take the next trade until 925. So, and you see here, I put a little banner there just basically saying I'll be back when the market opens. So I'm going to scroll this on through. Scroll it on through. Let's see. Let's check, see what time that is. 9:02. See, I'm still up 2. Uh-oh, I just saw a trade pop in there. Let's see. There we go. Speed is good. Let's go ahead and let's start it. Let's see. So 9:18. Now, 9:18, everything has flipped red. The 15, the 5, the 2, and the 200 tick is red. Only way I should be looking to take trades at this point is short. Let's see what we do. We take a trade at 9:25. So trade should be coming up fairly soon. We'll just kind of let this play out. Good short is if this rejects and comes back down, but it breaks it. Let's see. There's the push down. Solid push down. Looking at the 2 minute, we are sitting right at previous low of day. You can see that on all of the charts. Here, I'm just kind of adjusting. Man, what do I take on this trade? I want to say that I take a MNQ. Yeah, I take an MNQ. So you see I've switched over the ladder, but I didn't switch the chart over yet. Man, we break previous low of day with some strength. Look at that. Just this morning's session was just ugly, the way that the market just gave up the ghost. So I got my hand on the buy button. Why? I went long right there. Nothing shows to go long other than just trying to buy the bottom, thinking I'm getting the bottom. There's the flip. So that there would have told me to go possibly long. So I kind of jumped the gun on it, basically just buying the bottom. This one kind of, let's go back right there real quick. See how many points we were up. I want to say that the, let's see. And that's what it was. I'm getting in on that flip. Let's see. We're up 7, 8 points. This pulls back. Did the auto trail? I was trying to see if auto trail kicked in. We're up 9. Auto trail doesn't kick in. I just get my stop below this pivot right here. And then watch what this thing does once the market opens. So we'll just let this run. Speed it up a little bit more. See if we can, like an old hoopty, see if you can get just a little bit more out of it. 9:30. Market is just about to open. We got 10, 5, boom. Market opens. Good push up. Good push up. Good retest of previous day's low. Makes that move up. Now, I take a trade, but I didn't switch the chart back over. Notice that? Look at my P&L. I'm up 322. So this is the NQ chart. I'm going to pause it. Let's see if I can pause it. Yep, pause it right there. So market comes up, pulls back. I take the long right here. This makes the move up, does not break this line, pushes back down. I stop out. So good solid trade right there on one NQ. Rolls over. Excellent stop. This long right here is what I talked about last week. This is just a pullback on the higher time frames, on the 2 minute and the 5 minute. That's not really a true long opportunity. You see, I go long again, playing the break. I get in as it breaks, so that's good off the 200. Another one, just trading it back up to previous day's low, up 572. So solid trade right there. Let's pause that one just to look at the chart. It's basing out on this hourly level. As this breaks this level and it flips it back green, I go long. This pushes up, rejects previous days low. Now, what I should have been doing is waiting on pivots and then putting my stop below the pivots to kind of pivot trail this up. That's something I'm going to work on throughout the week, especially on my M&Q plays. But again, breaks, rolls back over, deep push back down. It's coming back down to this hourly level. It gives it up. This is why you don't try to play those little short green plays. It flips back though. And again, with everything being red, the thought should be on these flips, unless you get a higher high and a higher low, and I did mention this in the Discord today, unless you're getting higher highs and higher lows, it's just a pullback on the higher time frames. Notice no real clear higher highs, higher lows, kind of chopping around. This is a 200, so I'm kind of flipping between the 2 and the 500. There we finally get a higher low. Let's see if we can get a solid higher high. Nope, it breaks back down again. And there's the flip. And this is just all over the place. Let's see. We don't take our next trade until 10:03. So fairly disciplined. I don't trade this chop, which is exactly what it was. Just chop suey. Come over and look at the 5. You see exactly what I'm talking about. It was a pullback to go lower. On the 2-minute, it was a pullback to go lower. So even though you get that green flip, that is still not a reason for me to go long. Here we go again, though. And now it's kind of setting up. Let's see if we start getting some higher lows, higher highs, or if it's just chop suey. It's just chop suey. It flips, turns back over. I'm sure if I go to the 500, you won't see all this noise. That's why I got away from really trading the 200. 200 shows you a lot of noise. Let me speed this up. Try to get to where we took a trade. All right, here we go. Let's look at the picture. Ain't much changed, but we do switch to the 500 now. So now you know I'm sitting at the desk. Let's see what we're going to do on this trade. We get in this one at 10:03. Market is still just tanking lower, but it's kind of choppy doing it. But you notice you're getting lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So it's establishing downs, but we do get the flip. And right when it flips, I'm long. Look at that. I was up 10 points. Trail stop is in full effect now. So this is going to just automatically start chasing. Boom, stops me out. This is where I said I should have like kind of been using a pivot stop, but it would have stopped me out regardless. But solid trade there. Good entry. Does not break previous day's low. Kind of pulls back, stops out on my trail stop. And now we're up 590. I'm just trading MNQs now. Just kind of trying to pad the account. Let's see. Next trade is 1023. We'll scroll up and take a look at that one real quick, and we might call this video. Let's look again. Everything is back red. You notice these never really flipped green, and you can see the big spread between the moving averages. This thing is just bleeding. One thing I didn't look at was the hourly. Had I looked at the hourly chart, had I just clicked that button that says 60 minutes, it really told the picture that the market was going to tank out this morning once we broke this black line right there. Once that line gave up the ghost, that pretty much showed what the market was going to do. And it just literally gave it up. Let's see. Come on. Let's get to 10:30. We'll look at that trade and then we'll wrap it up. And I do look to get more of these live streams done. I'm going to start doing them right about 8 o'clock, trying to get live and kind of maybe 9. Give a little brief summary of what I'm expecting from the market and stay away from trading pre-market. Got to stay away from trading pre-market. That is not my bread and butter. 9:30 gives a lot of opportunities. There goes the flip on the 500. I'm long. Again, these are just scalps. That's all I could trade these for is scalps. And look, it's already flipping. So that was a red trade right there. Look, there's the flip. The smart play is what you see I just did, going short. The smart play is not to try to play this for a very quick scalp. The play is to watch this flip and then flip back red. But let's see what it does. Looking at all time frames, we're decent. It's going to try to push back up maybe to that blue line. But let's watch it and see what this one does real quick. I can look over and I can see what it's going to do before we see it. See, I get my stop in place. Break even. And I just kind of chasing that down. Get tagged, stopped out. When this didn't break and hold that level, I was done. And now I get on the right side when it flips back over. Trail stops kicked in, and we're out. So we're up 605 right then. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that recap up. We do make another $257 or $252 after that trade, but I think I done took up enough of you all's time. I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you hadn't already hit that like button, now would be a great time. If you are not subscribed, please think about subscribing. Doesn't cost you a thing. And building a decent little community over here. So I would love to have you. As always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Had some pretty good discussions in the live stream chat this morning with some of the people that's been around for a while. A couple of folk talked about their trading strategy, which is always good to hear because you can always learn from somebody else when it comes to this thing called trading. So be sure to check out the live stream in the morning. Like I said, I'm going to try to be on no later than 9 o'clock in the mornings, just kind of giving my synopsis on what's going on, what I think the market is going to do, and just hanging out, looking to take some good trades in. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.